I'm Pierre Ribeiro Gomes. I'm from PCBWay, and today I'm glad to talk to you about UV printing technology, which is pretty new at PCBWay. And I want to discuss on how you can implement it easily while you're using KiCad. First of all, do you know what is UV printing technology? You can raise your hand if you know about it. Okay, perfect. Did you already order this kind of PCBs or never? No, okay. Mainly because it's pretty new. On the badges you received today, you can see that the KiCad logo is printed with UV printing technology. So that was made in PCBWay factories, and it's the best way to see what is what visual aspect it can have. So basically, it's just like a multicolor silk screen. So you can put any image on it, and I will show you how to do it easily for your future design. So on the first end, I will talk about the UV printing technology. I will show you some videos and some pictures for you to better understand how it works. Then I will show you how to use a PCBWay plugin for KiCad, and then how you can upload your Java files directly from it. And I will also let you know how to put your picture on your total Java file, okay? So first of all, here is a video. I will just put back the sound because I don't know how it will work. Okay, so this is a machine. So it's the first one we purchased. It's a small machine, okay? It was firstly for testing. So it's putting special ink that is dried with a UV lamp. So you can see that the picture can have many details, okay, with many different colors. The main goal of that technology is to get the cleanest and the beautifulest picture you can have on your board, okay? And as you can understand, it's mainly an aesthetic option that you can request. I have just asked to give you some small gifts from our factories, so some small orders. Sorry. You can see the different range of colors that we can print directly on your PCBs. So it's all the visual spectrum. There are also two options that can be asked for. You can ask for matte colors or glossy ones. Matte colors has a particularity because it does not change the thickness, and glossy color add a little thickness on it that you can feel with your fingers. And so the aspect is also different, as you can guess. Then I will show you how to use PCBWay plugin for KiCad. So PCBWay implement a plugin directly on KiCad to help you to ask directly for a quotation while you're still on the software. When you click on that button, once the plugin is installed, you can put directly you can have your design directly on our online form, and then you can put all the specification you need for your board. To install the plugin, you just have to go on plugin and content manager and look for a PCBWay plugin for KiCad. So it's very easy to use. Just pay attention to have the latest version, okay? And then once you on the online form for putting all the specifications of your PCB. You just have to pay attention to a new section that just arrived a few weeks ago, which is UV printing multicolor. So you can see that it's still on beta. I don't know if you can see that. It's because we only had a small machine, but now we are purchasing a biggest one. So you can ask for UV printing on top layer, on bottom layer, or on both sides. It's very easy because what you have to do for now is putting the pictures directly on your Java file, okay, on PDF format or JPEG format or PNG, and also showing where you want us to put it for sure, to respect the exact placement and the exact size and ratio. What you can also do, so this is the ruler I gave you. There are two versions of the ruler that I gave you earlier, but one of the version is that one. What we did is that we put the solder mask openings to make the edges of all the different colors of the image, okay? And then this is the picture that we put directly on the folder, so that PCBWay can know exactly how to put this image inside your PCB, and the aspect with the Enig surface finish is quite good. Pay attention when you ask for UV printing technology to do not put it above solder mask openings such as SMD pads or through-hole pads, because first of all, it can be a problem for the soldering process, and then the visual aspect cannot be that good. Okay. So that's it. Thanks for your attention. Do you have any question?
Thanks for the talk. I really like this this new feature that you have. I'm just wondering, what was the motivation to implement this?
Sorry, can you repeat?
What was the driving motivation to make this possible?
Oh, it's because we wanted to have the possibility to customize the visual that you can put on the PCBs. Okay, it's strictly aesthetic. It does not have a technical aspect. Okay. And so we had the possibility to buy this kind of machine. So we were like, okay, let's go. I know that you guys can like it. So that's why.
Hi, does the final color depend on the color of the solder mask or not? Is it printed on top of the solder mask?
Yeah, it's above the solder mask. So it's a good question, because the final aspect won't be the same if you have a white solder mask or a black solder mask, for example. So you have to pay attention. For example, so it was the issues we met with the first machine we bought, or whether it seems that with the new machine we are purchasing right now, we won't have the same issue, because sometimes if you put a color above white solder mask or above black solder mask, the final aspect won't be the same. You won't have the exact same color. Yeah.
Thank you. So can I upload in like a CMYK format? So I have like a radiometric calibration based on your solder mask, so I can be sure that my green is the green I want to have?
Exactly the same green. So it's a good question. As I mentioned, from now, it depends on the solder mask you put, the color of the solder mask you ask for. To be 100% sure, you can add a note. There is a blank, okay? On the online form, you can add a note to ask for an exact, for example, Pantone number, okay? And so we can let you know if that's possible to reach this exact value. And if not, we will let you know for sure.
Hi, me again. What happens if you have holes inside the part which you want to print?
We will let you know that it will be difficult and can create issues.
Okay.
So please put your image at an other place on your board.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking was it would be cool to have maybe LEDs shining through or something. This is what I thought about. And that's why I wanted to know if holes would be a problem. But apparently they are, right?
Yeah, it can be a problem. So that's why we will ask you to pay attention to the exact emplacement.
Okay.
Just by watching the image there, I mean, clearly that's not a real fast process. So there has to be some, I'm guessing there's some volume limitations there for stuff like that. Like you're not going to order 1 million boards, like I'm an automotive manufacturer and I'm going to order 1 million boards. That's obviously not going to happen. So do you have any idea what the current,
you mean the current volumes?
what can you handle? I mean, in terms of maximum volume
For now, a few hundreds is feasible, okay?
per day?
Per day, yeah.
Okay.
But we want to improve that by getting a new machine. And so I will let you know once I have the information. But for now, I'm still waiting for the answer too.
Okay.
So is the color translucent, and can the color be printed on plexiglass?
Yeah. It can be printed on plexiglass. To be honest, I don't know. It's a good question. I will ask if you want to. I will take your contact and I will let you know by email right after once I have the answer. Okay? Sorry for that.
Hi, when doing PCBs, I can cover vias with the solder stop.
Yeah.
So to what extent is it possible to have vias in an image area?
You mean you want to put colors above vias, right?
Yeah, like printing an image,
Yeah.
but having my circuit underneath that contains vias, and what kind of vias are tolerable that can be covered with the general white solder mask that it's between PCB and the printing.
So it is possible to put above vias. The only thing is that the final aspect of your image won't be the same. Yeah, but it should not impact the function of the via. Okay.
So what are the restrictions regarding the format or size or padding? And can I use any shape of PCB, and can you print it borderless, or are there any constraints where to put that image?
So for now, the biggest PCB you can use for UV printing, the biggest size, I mean, is 250 millimeter by 500 millimeter. Okay. For now, we cannot put it on biggest boards. And regarding the format of your image, it depends on a few elements. For the pixels, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't remember. So the resolution of your image should not be above 720 by 2040 digit per inch.
So I've actually tried it a few times, and it can go all the way to the edge. So you can have color all the way to it, and then covering vias, you will see a little bump, like you will normally on solid stop, but no problem printing on top of that. I tried it with matte black, And there seemed to be sometimes some stuff in production when you are soldering them afterwards in PCBA process. It got fixed, but it took extra time. So I got the batches about all the PCBs that was like batches like these. But they took extra time, and it seems like you had some issues there. Maybe it has been solved and fixed within the solder profiles and so on. Do you know of any things that should be special taken care of when using colors and having the full PCBA? I had components on both sides of the PCB, so they went through the oven twice.
You mean what was the issue?
So the issue was that didn't get the full explanation, but they said something about the colors falling off,
Okay.
which was like unfortunate, of course.
Okay.
But I got the PCBs and they look pretty nice. They're very nice. So it was matte blacks as a solder mask with the full color on top of that.
Okay.
And the matte black did not shine through the colors because I think they put white on first and then they put the colors on top. And you don't need to put the print on everywhere. So I think about the question about holes, you don't need to print UV on the whole PCB. You could have it only on the section of it, so you can see the solder mask.
Oh yeah.
Like similar on this one also.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest, I don't know what was the reason of your issue, especially because the ink can resist above 270 degrees. But we're still on the beta step on it, so we're still improving.
I understand that.
But
It looks very good, and it's I just submitted the files. Well, that was fairly easy.
okay, perfect.
How good is the registration between the UV printing layer and all the other technical layers? So how close can I put the print to exposed copper features?
Sorry, can you repeat just the end? Sorry.
How close can I put the color of the print to the exposed copper features? So you said I can't put color on copper, but how close can I put them?
In fact, you can put on copper, but it can create issues. Okay. If you're just I don't have the exact value, but if you're just next to it, you won't have any issue. Okay, because you won't disturb you don't disturb the pads, and then when you put the solder mask, there won't be any this solder paste. Sorry, there won't be any issue. But I don't have an exact value for that.
Since this is a software-driven process, would it be possible to have a unique pattern, like a QR code or serial number on each board? Or does it have to be the same for everyone?
Yes, it's totally possible. You can ask for it directly on the online form when you go on customized requests. It's totally possible to have a data matrix or something like that, yeah.
The ruler that you have given to us, it has the PCBWay logo printed on the center and the ruler. How do you make this? Is this the solder stop layer that you use for this? Will it X out the color?
So I gave you all the boards, but I guess it's just a solder mask opening with NX surface finish.
Oh, we have one more.
Quick question about the user you're targeting with that feature. I understand that this feature is very interesting for people doing small batches, maybe like you said, a few hundred. But do you see any reason like industrial people, like people who did like thousands of boards a day, would use that feature? Like, we tend to hide PCBs nowadays. They just like put them in the plastic case. Mm-hmm. And do you think that with this feature, there are use cases where like the industrial people, like companies, would show their PCB because thanks to that feature?
It's a very good question. I discussed about that with my colleagues already. It really depends on the industrials for sure. But we imagine that, for example, safety instruction or something like that can be put on different colors to make the user pay more attention to it or something like that. But it's only in my mind, in my head. It's what I think about it, but I don't see any other use for that. As I mentioned, it's more aesthetic and it's more for small batches, etc.
Okay, thank you, Pierre.
Welcome.